This is a demonstration of adding services in the PaRIS Patient Registration and Information System. So what you do is you have your forms, which have the patient label on the form, which has a barcode on it. And depending on if you are entering what kind of services you're entering, usually dental or medical or vision, you would go here and you would say, I'm going to scan in dental forms. Now, since the form has our barcode on it, which has the form number, you can just, the cursor is here, you can just hit the barcode with the barcode hand scanner, and it brings up the form. In this case, you can also go back and just manually do the number, and this is what shows up. So it shows the patient name, date of birth, form number, when they registered, and so you could verify you have the right form. If you're using the barcode, you have the right form. If you're typing it in manually, you would want to verify that. Then you would go down the list of services and just click in which services they'd had from the form. Now what we do is we design this page so that it somewhat matches, especially the wording that you have on your form. So let's say in this case you've got a PaRIS X-ray, and you had, let's say, 7 vials of lidocaine, and you had an exam. That's default to yes. You had an amalgam, a couple of those, 2 services, and you had a surgical removal. You had 2 surgical removals. Then all you do is click Save, and that's it. Now, at the bottom, you've got general medical patient information too. At your discretion, you can have 100 of these or 3 of these where you capture some data usually from the initial triage that the nurses do after the patient is registered. So you would have maybe, and you would be recording that here. You could say tobacco use, liver disease, asthma, diabetes, and so on, and you would save it, and there it would go into the record. And this same information here shows up if you're scanning vision, medical, or dental. All right, so these things can come up in any order. Let's go ahead and show how exactly, how long this would take to do. So you would scan the form, this thing would come up. If you've got someone has been doing this for 20 minutes or so, they know where things are. Let's say they've got 6 of that, they've got a couple of these, and maybe they did, let's see, 2 surgical removals, save, and that's all the longer it takes to enter a form. So it's just really seconds to enter a form. The thing that people have issues with is, of course, finding something in here. So what you do is you order these, and the same as they are on the form, so it makes it easy for the person just to go down the form, word the things the same as they are on the form, so it's easy for someone to find. If it's in the dental area, if you've got a dental student or someone who's worked in a dental office, or maybe a retired dentist, all those folks know the terms, and they know which things are cleaning and which things aren't, and they know when they're checking the forms that there probably should be some lidocaine or septicaine or something because they remove 7 teeth. Then that helps with that too. All right. Now the way you design that form is you go to Data and Edit Services, and here's all the services in your system. You can inactivate them, you can activate them, you can reword them. Let's say lidocaine, or let's change lidocaine to lidocaine, lidocaine 2. This is the advanced version of lidocaine, and you're going to charge $1 for this. And let's say the display column is going to be in 1. It's sort order. You can see here the default quantity is 0 for almost everything, and the sub area is general. What the sub area is that determines, helps us determine which service areas they've got. As you can see, let's go ahead and update this. As you can see, you've got restorative. If they got these services, they were in the restorative area. If they got these services, there were crowns. If they got these services, there was surgery, endo for these services. So when you're looking at the summary reports, either on your smartphone or on the computer, you can see how many folks went through X-ray, how many folks went through restorative. And yes, sometimes people are getting one of each, so they are double counted for that particular screening, because in fact, they may have really gone through restorative and then surgery. And certainly there's things like hygiene and so on. All right, so this is how you design that screen. It's that simple. And you can change the prices, you can change the sort order, you can change what display column they're in, so that when you go back over here to scan dental and you look at the screen, now you can see it's lidocaine 2, the advanced lidocaine, and you can add and remove anything you want from here. For something like vision, let's imagine we are going to vision, and 463, scan in the form, and the patient was not issued this form, but you can see there's not too many services, but you get the same thing. You get to decide how they're phrased, the whole text for the service, what order they're in, what column they're in, and then down here we've got the same kind of things, general patient information. All right, that's how you do this.